Why, hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, and today, my friends, we're going to do a tour of the Cape of Belfalas, the Homestead, the premium homestead for Gondor region. So I thought this would be a fun little one to do today. Again, if you enjoy this and I earn it, don't forget to like and subscribe. And this is my home. We're gonna start right in the center. So where is this? Real quick, for our tours, I always like to do this. This is located, so here's Middle Earth. We're in Gondor. You can hear my dog in the background in the game. Hopefully not in real life. Hopefully he doesn't. Western Gondor, down here in the Haven of Belfalas. And then you go down to the Cape of Belfalas, which you can see me down there. Boop, there it is, the Cape of Belfalas. This is where we're going to tour today. We'll check out both of the Kinship Islands, which one of my kinships that I was in and still in with one of my characters has owns Tol Loch Chul. And this is my house right here, up on the hill. So again, I'm gonna show you my house. I'll show you the inside real quick, and then we'll walk all around the homestead and check it all out for you guys to see if this is where you might wanna live in Lord of the Rings Online, and hopefully it's just relaxing and enjoyable for you. So don't forget to grab a drink and relax. So with no further ado, let's walk around, my friends. So again, here's my little dog. All right, here's what the houses look like. Very Gondorian, very Dol Amroth, very nice. All right, so I'm gonna turn off my set so you'll just see me in the corner in the game. Again, it's a beautiful day. I love the rain. I know some people don't, but again, it's really gorgeous. The only thing is we probably won't be able to see the ocean quite as good. There's a beautiful ocean view when there's a sunset, but you can still see it. It's gorgeous. There's the ocean. You can see the ship with the seagulls. Beautiful. I got a little path down here. So basically the houses are very nice. There is regular and deluxe level, and then there's kinship, just like in the regular homesteads, but this one is a bit more, this is the deluxe one, I believe. So here's what you kind of get. I'm just gonna turn on the moving decorating system so you can see kind of my areas. So I own, basically, that's my house. I own this entire lot all the way back to the hill back there. All right. And then that's the neighbors. And then basically right here and over to the left, I own this lot. And then that staircase right there and going up, I own this pathway. And then I own this little lot over here. So if you look, if we go up to my house and we look at over here, I own this big lot here, which is actually the biggest and has a enormous yard for a cosmetic, and then up to the hills here, of course. But yeah, it's a very nice spot. I really like this one. Mine is on Two Cliff Road is the address, but I have a great view of the ocean. That's my kinship's house and island right there. This is another little tower island, and there's a big island back there as well. And yeah, normally you can see way past the island and in the ocean. There's a fog because it's raining. But again, beautiful. I love it. And I like the music here too. So I'm gonna leave the music up a little louder than usual just because I want you guys to be able to relax and enjoy. I'm not here to just talk over it the whole time. I'm here to give you a tour. All right, so here's what one of the deluxe premium homes look like. This is my house. We're using mine as an example. Make a nice little roof there, all right? And then we've got over here, right? Let's give it a second. Usually it has to load a little bit, so we'll just give it a few seconds here to load up and catch up. All right, and I got a nice little music in here going on. So basically now, if we, I'm gonna move this up just a little bit more on my mic. All right, so we walk around here. Basically what you get is you get an upstairs. There's your nice door. You get a nice little area to put cosmetics. Nice thing about the premium homes is when you open them up, when you right click on them here, I gotta turn on my stuff, you get your house storage, which every house gets regularly, right, in a normal place, but you also get the option to get to your shared storage from here. It's pretty cool. Now granted, if you are a VIP anyway, you can get your shared storage anyway. I have a video on that. That little item you get from that vendor lady, who's very nice, who always gives you this item that you can right click on and you can open the vaults and the auction and everything. But anyway, continuing our tour, this is the upstairs. It's very nice. I like the roof. We're gonna get my really awesome Shire dance music going in the background. Just makes me think hobbits are just having fun somewhere. These are my trophies, but I'm not showing off my trophies today. We're just gonna kind of tour what the house looks like. It's got a spot that goes up here. Got a nice little glass ceiling there. Looks kind of cool. And then here's the other side. Kind of goes up and over. And then you get a little staircase to walk back down here. This is the back side of the house. There's a nice little garden area. I put a little trebuchet. And then I put a little room over here. You got a little side room. Got my little cat right there. Just kind of hanging out. And then, yeah, it's very nice. I like it a lot. I like this. I like their house layout. It's very nice indeed. Again, with the tour playlist, we will be doing more tours. I'm going to try to tour the other premium house places for you guys as well. Help you decide, right? Maybe we'll just do a couple tours of the regular house places too if you're free to play. You don't want to get the rights or whatever to get a premium house. Because the regular free to play places are very nice too. That's our main kinship is in, so. For Voice of the Rings, if you want to join our kinship. Just join one of the live streams. You're welcome. If you're a subscriber on the channel, you're welcome to join our kinship on the server Crick Hollow. All right, so now that we've seen what the house looks like inside, why don't we tour the area? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and tour using my little hobby horse thing because it doesn't raise us up, but we're as fast as a horse, so we can move around real quick. All right, so now you can see we're gonna go down the street here from my place. Kind of see how beautiful. Really, you can see how good this game is. I'm recording this in pretty high quality for you guys, so. I know I say this a lot with my tour videos, but I can never quite record it in the full quality that I see on my screen, just because that's the limitations of any recording software. But I have a pretty good computer now, so you're seeing it at about 85, 95% quality. It's pretty nice. Pretty cool. Got some neighborhood people here. Got a guard. Got another Gondorian guard. Look at this great view of this thing over here, though. In fact, you know what? We might actually use a normal horse because I'm a little too low. All right, so we got the seagulls over the ocean. There's the ocean. We got a ship coming by, which some of the ships do move, and some of them are stationary. Just depends on which one. Some of them do travel around the harbor. So there's the small island. These are the two Kin House Islands. So you can see an old wrecked tower way up there in the distance. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loop around here for you guys, and we're gonna go to the front where you first walk in, and then we'll kind of weave our way through the neighborhoods. So I'll show you the maps. Here's where you come in from the haven of Belfalas, near Dol Amroth, by the way, very near Dol Amroth. We're just south, if you can see down here. So here's where you basically come in the neighborhood. You come in down there. There's a building down here. I love this shot over here to the left of this cool tower, though. You got a couple guards protecting your land. Just kind of chilling. Some merchants. So again, here's how you get in and out of the neighborhood. As you can see, the signal fire over there. I love the forest behind the houses too. It's very nice. So now that we've kind of seen this, another angle on the islands. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and ride on over this way. And you guys just enjoy. As you can see, there is one of the moving ships. If you notice, that ship has moved behind the other one back there. There is more stuff out there to the... We're looking out back at the edge down here. You can see this ship is always there, but this one moves around. There is a ship to get to the islands, a little fast travel ship. We'll show you where that is. Will being me and my character here. Pretty cool Gondorian statues. So I think since we already walked down this path here, we're actually going to go up into the hills. And we're going to kind of see how pretty it is back here. And you can go way back up in here. In fact, there are I believe a few quests to do back here. like little quests you can do in the neighborhood. But as you can see, it's really pretty back here. There's like this little beautiful forest. You can go pretty far decently in too, and there's some little creatures and stuff, and I forget exactly what kind of creatures, but we might be able to see some if we find them on the way here. Apparently this is a tree that would attack us. Let's see. Oh, you know what? This might just be a cut down quest for getting stuff. All right. We'll just kind of loop back in here for a minute or two, and then we'll go back down the other way. So there's kind of the limit right there. See, we found the invisible wall of the forest, basically. And if you can see right here, we are pretty much at the very back of this area of the homestead. So that's kind of the area back here. It's real pretty, though. It's way back from the houses. I just think it's kind of cool that they have this whole area at all. Usually the housing areas are just the houses, kind of, but I think it's cool they have this forest back here. I would love to live in a forest area like this. This is so cool. This reminds me very much of my one trip I took in real life to Northern California along the ocean. They have, of course, now the trees there are 10 times this because they're the biggest trees in the world, right? But with the redwoods, but it still has that feel of moist, rainy. The ocean's right nearby, but everything's really lush and green with pines and yeah, it's just pretty. Again, this is another house. This is not mine, but there's another house that is for sale, I believe. Or is it someone's? Oh no, maybe it is someone's house. They just haven't decorated really. But as you can see, each plot there's some similarities, but it's a little different how it's laid out than mine, right? I think it's cool how they're all a little bit different. This is the first house in the neighborhood when you come in. I think we'll go ahead and just follow. Oh, it is for sale. Well, if anyone wants to be in the same neighborhood as me. I believe am I in Merin? I believe that is the neighborhood up here that I'm in. Now this is the home of somebody. We're just gonna kind of go along the houses here on the top. Relax as we go. Here's my house that you already saw. We're just gonna run across my yard. Here's another person's house. Very nice decorations all over. We'll use the actual street now for a while here. All right, I believe this is a kin house up here. It is home of the Celestial Council. Wow, fancy name. Definitely seen them before. But again, there are 4 kin houses in this neighborhood. There's this big one we're at. There's the 2 on the islands, and there's another big one up here on the top of the mountain, right here. All right, well, we will continue now. Oops. All right, let's run down this path here. So again, we're kind of weaving down from the main road that goes along the water and up through the houses. So I do my best to show you guys everything on the tours, but at the same time, I don't want to turn it into a monotonous, oh, what's under this stone? That's not the goal of the video. So we have a market here. So this market is located just underneath my house down here, down the road. And you have your legendary guy, you have your regular suppliers of goods. You have a nice little area to sit. and look at the beautiful ocean and the dock down there. This is the map, the ship that will take you to the islands, by the way, for the kin. Again, gorgeous sunsets, even for a game. And that's saying something, because I live right next to the beach in real life. And yet, I have never seen more beautiful sunsets than in real life. But the game has pretty dang good sunsets here. Here is the person I was talking about. Your little VIP vendor who gives you the thing. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that from her. And this is the thing I was talking about. You can right-click on this, and this will give it to you for a couple days. Some buffs, and this one you right-click, it opens up automatically. You can get to all these things. Little side note for you. Anyway, people from all over live here in Dol Amroth. We're close to, Gondor is close to, connected to many different nations. It's interesting because in the movies we only really think about Mordor, Rohan, Gondor, right? And like the elves that are nearby. But there really are a lot of human countries. They're just not nearly as impactful in the story because they're not quite as big. And of course, we do think of Harad, of course, because they were a little bit more aligned with Sauron. Not all of them, mind you. All right, so I think what we'll do is we will keep the islands. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll go ahead and take that, because we have a chunk of houses down here to see real quick. So, yeah, you know what? We're going to go see the islands right now, and then we'll continue. We'll explore this bottom area right here, and then we'll go up to the road to finish on the other side. So why don't we go down to the docks? So, Cathlond. Now, if you hover them with your mouse, it should tell you what they go to. This boat can help you reach the island of Tol-Lachu. And this one, the island of... but you're both Tol-Lachu. And what's the other one? Tol-Felu. So, this is the Tol-Lachu. We'll go to this one first. So I'm going to go ahead and just... you can hop on the boat if you want to make it a little more roleplay, but I'm just going to right-click the boat. It's going to pop us over to the this dock. So we just came from that dock over there. So here's the mainland. There's where the houses are if you have a normal house, right? So now here is the island. You can see one of the boats moving out there, just the shadow and the fog. But this is really cool. If your kinship can afford to get a house like this, my one friend who was our kinship leader, he put a lot of his, he had a lifetime membership of LOTRO. And he was stacking up the currency for like 10 years, so he was able to get this pretty much through that. He just basically paid for it himself, which was pretty cool. This is the Raiders of the Ring, which is my old kinship I was in for years. But again, if you want to join Voice of the Rings, we're building that kinship for our channel here. Very nice. I like the decorations. But anyway, let's just run around here. I want to give you a look at the lay of the land. Literally. Okay, so there is a chunk over there. We'll do a loop around real quick around the road, and I'll let you just look off to the sides here, up high, while I do it. Again, it's really big. These are all areas to put. These are all cosmetics. You can put all along there, and then we have our own little stage back here, the court, where you can do kinship meetings. Which again, in the future, maybe we'll get an island with Voice of the Rings. We'll see. We'll see how many people we get. There's the other kinship island. Again, there are some quests on the island, I believe, to do. Let's go up to the top here. I'm not going to circle the whole island for time, but I'm just going to do a little loop right here so you can kind of see. Put floating names on. So if there is a quest item, you'll see the name. You might have to have the quest, though. Again, so from this side of the island, this is a very big island. You can see the entrance to the neighborhood. There's the little island with the tower, which I don't know if you can actually get to swim to. You might be able to. Should we test it? Maybe we can test it. I'm not sure if the islands are individually little teleported to, you know, loaded into. But anyway, it's very beautiful. Nice little trees on the island. So now what I'm going to do is I will go up to the top and we'll circle around the other side. I'll give you a quick tour of what the inside of the kinship houses look like in this neighborhood, and then we will continue and see the rest. Again, it's like a volcano almost. Maybe it's a volcanic island. I don't think so, though. There's an awesome, awesome statue up here, which I think is yeah, it's a cosmetic, someone put up here. Pretty cool. I bet it was, Ratafast, yes. Just like to point out a little shout out to Ratafast. That is also, it's Rataldo. He's one of our Patreons, which I greatly appreciate, my friend. And anyway, here's the back of the house, right there. Very nice. It's a huge kinship house. And then we're gonna go down here. You can see the other side. This is another area where the sides are, where you can put cosmetics. These are cosmetic things that are put there. And now let's take a quick tour inside the home, shall we? Should I go full realtor? And if you act now, we'll take off 5%. Got a nice little porch. We're gonna go inside. We'll let it load up for a second. I'm gonna turn off floating names so it looks normal. I'm not sure why floating names keep turning on. Probably because it's loading. Yeah, let it finish loading here. Whoop, whoop. There we go. All right, so this is what the front of the kinship house looks like. It's a little bit similar, but it has a much more elevated ceiling with windows than the standard deluxe house here. This one is very well decorated by a few of my kinship members, including I think Remixadan did a lot of this. So when you come in, so you don't get confused, there is a map. This is what the house layout looks like. There's multiple rooms in here, and there's a multiple upstairs area, and there's 2 big garden areas, okay? So without getting confused, you come in, there's a room here, you walk here, there's a room in the middle that you can also come in from the other side, and then you have a secondary room on both sides with a garden location, right? With a sunroof there. And then if you go down here, again, you can keep going through. There is a secondary room right here, little room. Lots of small rooms. You could probably make one of them a bedroom for one of the leaders, maybe. And then here is this room with a little secondary room. Very scary. Little goblin scary thing. And then you have right here, which is the actual Standing Stones team replica for the company, but it's really, really cool looking. So there's that room, and then we're gonna go left. This is the back room. Got a book here on the ground that gives you lore if you click it. Nice little area to put stuff. We go upstairs here. This is the upstairs. There's a nice little spot. I did a little throne. I like this. Area for some other stuff. Oh, that looks pretty yummy. Big mug. The scary mug that teleports you if you click it. And then here's the top area for, you know, meetings or whatever however you want to design your kinship house. Has a nice big window. Yeah. Anyway, pretty cool. Again, these leaves are, remember, you can always paint. I have a video on cosmetics house that I made if you guys are curious in the guide playlist. If you want to know about that. All right, so that tentacle just moved. All right, well, on we go. So now that is basically the kinship house on this island. The kinship houses all look identical inside, I am pretty sure. Or do they? I think they do in this homestead. It's interesting, other homesteads, the newer ones that are premium, sometimes are different. So you can take either boat, and you can just walk up to these boats if you want to go back to the mainland and... Whoop, I need a boat ride, please. Thank you. All right, now we're back, and there's one of the moving boats that I was talking about right there, going along the sea. Very Numenorian. Whoop. Stuck on the water now, my bad. All right. So now we're gonna check out the other island. Can you get on that boat? That is a very good question. I'm not sure if you can get on that boat that's moving. I've never tried. It would be kind of fun to try though. All right, so now we are on this island back here. So that is the island we just looked at with my Kinship House. This is a different island, all right? So we're gonna give a quick little explore of this one. We make a little sneak peek inside the house if they allow us to. I'm not sure if someone owns this one. We'll find out when we go up to their house. But yeah, well, there's cosmetics, they own it. Home of the Royal Rohirrim Regiment. That's a cool kinship title. Okay, it looks like it's a slightly different layout than the other island, if you've noticed. It has a big layout here for cosmetics, but then there's an up and there's a road that goes right, which is interesting. So that is different than the other islands. And oh, and the road doesn't go around like the other one does. Interesting, there is a difference there. Let's just take a quick sneak peek inside if they let us. Oh, nope, they don't let just anyone check out their house. That's fine. Let's just take a run around the island. Oh, they got some nice trees they put on here. Little different here on the back with the design of the island. So then this would be out to the far sea, and just little hint, that is technically west, straight out right there. So that would be the way you get to Valinor, if you could. Basically, that would be south, and that would lead you along the mainland, and you'd probably find Umbar and Harad, right, along the coast. And if you went up the coast, you could go up around the coast and go up past the end of Gondor, and that looks very much like a Haradrim ship. Interesting. That is moving. Of course, it could just be a merchant ship. Doesn't necessarily mean they're enemies. Oh, wow. Is it going to come right by us? Interesting. Now, there's another island back there, but I believe that other island is just another island. You can't get to it. Just for looks. I'm curious to see this ship, though. What about you? So we're gonna go see it. For sure, we're going to go see it. This island has a very long point here. Oh, look at that! It's a bunch of Haradrim ships. Look at that. Again, I'm not quite sure how far you can go in the water. I'm kind of curious. How close can we get to that ship? Swim! Oh, come on. You know you're just as curious as I am. The rain hitting the water looks really cool in this game. I mean, this game looks really good, right? You have entered the haven of Belfalas. Did we actually just leave the neighborhood? It looks like we're still moving. Comparing it to the floor. Yeah, we are. Well, we got pretty close to the ship. There's the ship. It's pretty cool as it travels by. I'm not quite sure where the limit is to swimming. I don't really want to get us caught too far. Oh, there it is. So that's what we call a magical barrier limit right there. So that is the limit. Oh, did I kill it? I killed it. One sec. All right, we're back. I guess I hit the barrier of death. It was like, how dare you try to pass this magical barrier? Your game crash. All right, so I took the time so you didn't have to wait to swim back to the spot here, because we did not come to just stare at water for the entire tour, right? So let's move along, and I'm curious if we can get to that other island with the tower. I'm pretty sure I've done it in the past, and you can't. Pretty sure you can't. I'm pretty sure the Kinship Highlands have a small barrier around them, because that's why you have to teleport to them. I say teleport with the ship, sail over, because they're their own thing. Let's take a quick look from the top of the top of the Kinship Island here, and then we're gonna move on. We'll see the last bit of the neighborhood, and we'll move on to the end. All right. Again, I like my tour videos to be just under an hour. That's usually a good amount of time. So, and I think we'll probably be a little earlier than that for this video. Just so you guys can enjoy yourselves, but you're not like, okay, this is a... I love that. Look at that shot. Even the fog. So normally you could see the land, but it's foggy right now. But again, you guys want a good shot of this ever with the light. That's a pretty cool thing. Couple birds. It's a great shot, isn't it? Just fantastic. All right, so we will continue on now, and we will move to the next island. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't get to that one. Here's the other side. Here's where their event circle is. Remember we were talking about the event thing? So this is where theirs is, on this side. You can see that is Dol Amroth, the city over there. I went and got a nice little drink to relax for have a little more drink. So I took that little break to grab something. In a half a second, I'm the fast. All right, we're teleporting back to the mainland. Bottom bum bum. I do have my AC on in the background, so hopefully that doesn't add any background sound for you guys, but it's just a little too hot here today. And as much as I enjoy making these videos, I don't want to be baking in my room while I make them. All right, so let's continue on. So we now, where we remember off, we are here. We've done the islands. We've done this whole area. We're going to go down. We're going to look at this area. There's a little spot at the end here, which I want to quickly show you with this not in the way. All right, you can still hear me though. So we're going to go down here. We're going to check out this area down here and relax. And we'll see the Kinship House with the mouse. And then we'll go along here and we'll go and finish up here at the enter where it goes off into Central Gondor. All right, so let's continue our adventure today. You can see what I normally cover up in the bottom right here. It's a nice little arch here. Some village people just talking. Nice little villager here traveling along. I like the flowers on that tree. That looks pretty cool. I'd be curious, what things stand out to you guys when you watch this? What are your favorite things? Like, what are things that just stand out? Like, for example, that metal on that, like this designs are really neat on the side there of that. That makes it really cool. The boats moving around. I love the water. I like how they have like a foam around the rocks. That little look down there at the bottom around the rocks. I think that's really cool looking. Just, it gives that more immersive feeling as an MMO. All right, so here we go. We're gonna go up here, up this road real quick. So here's a house here. He's got stuff down there and up here. It is interesting how each one is a little bit different, how they set it up in the yards. And then if we go out over here, there's a main road that goes up along here. That's a bridge, by the way, that we were looking at. Look at how cool that bridge looks. Whoop. That's a pretty cool shot right there. Pretty cool bridge. I also like the tops of the buildings. I think that's really cool up there. All right, so now here is one of the other kinship homes. One thing we didn't do is we didn't go inside the kinship home because they wouldn't let us. So I wonder if these people let us visit and see if the kinship looks different. They'll let us visit. Sweet. So again, let's just see if the layout is different. The floor, of course, will be different if they've customized it. So let's give it a moment to load. Ah, I have it unsweetened. Passion fruit tea, it's really good. Wow, look at this kinship house. Look at the walls stuff. Again, though, we're not here to look at all their cool decorations. We're here to see if the layout is the same. It looks to be the same layout. Let's see, room, small room. Yes, it is the same layout. But I do like how they set this place up. It's pretty cool. Very nice. Very nice setup. All right, awesome. We're gonna make our Kinship House look really cool in Thorin's Hall like that. It's already looking really awesome. I just gotta get more decorations for the inside. All right, so got some houses here. This is the rest of their kinship, and then we have another deluxe home right below with a beautiful outlooking of stuff here as well. I think what we'll do is, we have to take the bridge. Oh, we don't necessarily have to take the bridge, but oh, there goes a leg. Ouch, my poor mount. I'm sorry, my little horsey. I did not mean to hurt your leg. All right, so we're gonna travel down here. We're gonna go back to the main road. We're gonna cross this awesome looking bridge, which I just really like the look of this bridge. I just think it's really cool. It's a really, really cool bridge. We have some nice maidens here talking. Having a nice day looking at the beautiful view as they talk. They look like twins. Haha, I joke. Yes, anyway, we'll continue on over here. There's something right over here I'd like to see. This little pathway off to the right. This little lookout spot to look at the sea. Very beautiful. Again, I love the weather like this in the game. I think it's really nice. The only thing is we have that fog effect, so you can't see out really far on the ocean. So that's the only downside, but again, I think it's beautiful. Wow, look at that guy's cosmetic. He has like one of the stone, is that one of the Argonath? Does he have I didn't even know there was a cosmetic for the Argonath. It is, statue of Art Norion. Oh, okay, so it's not the Argonath, but that is just, that is the hugest cosmetic yard item I've ever seen. It's literally a giant statue. Look at its foot, as big as my horse. Bigger. Again, there's a house we looked up already in there. There's another house up here. We're not gonna go along the road down there yet because, oh, there's some bumblebees. I'm sorry, Mr. Bumblebee. You guys, any of you singing choirs? Singing choirs? Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee. That old warm-up. You know what I'm talking about if you're from a choir, I'm sure. Or any singing group. All right, anyway, so we got up here. This guy's got that cosmetic. There's another house back there. These are a little bit more bunched up, like we see in the map down here. Again, I'm covering it up a little bit. I think I already showed you with it not covered right, so there it is, with it not covered. They're kind of a little bit bunched up. We're gonna go look at the end down here, at the very bottom. So let's go check that out now. Really like this homestead. I give it a big thumbs up. If you want to live, if you like the Gondorian style, you like the ocean, you like beautiful pine forests all in the mountains in the distance, this is probably the homestead for you in Lord of the Rings Online. So we have a tower here we can go to with a beacon on it, which is pretty cool. Have another little area with a vault keeper, another store area. The quest giver again. We got a skirmish trainer, a skirmish bard, housing furnisher.
Hello, friend.
This is basically where you can get a lot of generic housing items. Some really good stuff in here too. Yeah, there's a lot. Look at how much he sells. Wow, lots of stuff. All right, let's check out this place. All right, so this looks pretty cool. All right, what we got in here? It looks like this is Narvindon. We got the supplier, we got a healer. Let's just put floating names, let's not have to click them. All right, this is a broker for the house place, provisioner. She's the one where you buy houses or sell stuff. Wow, look at this, what? Look at this place, you guys, it's cool. And they got the flag of Dol Amroth and of Gondor, because they're so allianced. Technically, it's different country, sort of. It's the Kingdom of Gondor, but technically Belfalas is kind of like its own. It has like their own ruler too, but at least during the end of the Third Age. but they are loyal to Gondor. They'll come at every call pretty much. Look at that statue up there. I just can't stop looking at how amazing this place looks up here. I was not expecting to look up and see just a super tower. That was pretty cool. Oh, I'm in water. Oh, whoops. I got my feet a little wet here. Look at that. I love that animation. Look at that animation on that water, you guys. Look at the reflection. Whoa, look at the reflection you can see up above. Look at how good that reflection is. That's so good, dude. A lot of updates in this game with graphics in the last few years. I think they've been doing a great job. Look at that. I love the animation when I move. There's a little bit of ripples when I move. If I stop moving, there's barely any. But then I can move a little bit, and there's a little bit of ripples. And then if I like move a lot, there's a lot of ripples. Like, that's pretty cool. And then jumping. Splashes. Splash. Hey, you dwarf! Get out of the fountain! Oh, sorry. All right. We got the Forge Master here and some other guys. Yeah, all right. Auctioneer. All right, very cool. This place is really, really amazing. I really think this is pretty cool. All right, I better leave before that guy goes and gets the authorities because I'm splashing around in the waterfall. All right, let's, just ruining my fun. I want to jump in the water if I want to. It reminds me, I love this one spot somewhere I live. They have they added a new area for like a mall style, like outdoor mall kind of thing. Outlets. It's called different things in different countries, but there's a lot of stores there and vendors and stuff. But they have this one spot where water just spurts out of the ground and the dogs love to play in it and they let the kids play in it. And I love it that they just let people enjoy that when it's a hot day. It's really cool. That is a really cool building. It's really cool. It's neat that you can go inside and actually see up. I wish there was a way to get to the top. I don't think there is. From looking in there, I didn't see any doors or ladders. I mean, stairs, but that'd be kind of cool. There's a neat little island out there. There's another boat. That's a gorgeous shot of the going towards Gondor. Again, I do find it very cool how they follow the descriptions of the books so well of what the area looks like, right, in Lord of the Rings. And then at the same time, like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, wow, look at the water flowing. See the water effects? You can see the currents coming out. Now, I think this is because, this is a bay, or this is like a, yeah, this is the bay area. Yeah, it comes in. This is basically the river. This is the, I can't think of the word right now. It's where the river meets the sea. It's an estuary. That's the word I think I was looking for. Estuary. Isn't it nice when you can't remember something and then your brain remembers and you're like, oh yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you for telling me now and not in like an hour. It's always a little bit frustrating when you're like, I don't remember that. And then you're like, I'll remember it later. And then in like an hour, your brain's like, oh, that was the answer, by the way. You're like, couldn't you have found that a little faster? All right, so here's where we are. Let's see real quick. We've pretty much seen everything. There is a house. This house is right, that is a house right on the water. So you want a house right on the water. This one is right on the water by the tower. And then there's one more home up here. It looks like this is a house. There's one more up here. Actually, this might be the other side of the Kinship home. This is a nice walkway though. Look at this walkway going up in the forest. Court of, oh yeah. Okay, so this is this is for the Kinship House. This is like their area you can walk over to. Interesting, this is where their court is. Wow, it's a beautiful backdrop. That's pretty cool. We got more trees. There is the bay. Also could be called a bay, but it turns into an estuary because it basically, this is the end of the Anduin River, you guys. Okay? All my geography people out there. My community tab, I keep doing geography things. So if you like that kind of stuff, don't forget to subscribe. I do love geography in real life and in Lord of the Rings world. Of course, Ardor is a real place. So I got one more house here, and then I believe we are at the end. This is the last house. There is another market, it said. I just missed it, but there is a market right here to the left. Let's just check it out real quick, and then we'll go see the end and call it a fun tour. Oh, look at that cool statues on top up there. So this is a market right here to the left. This is what we passed up when we went over the hill just now. Let's check it out real quick. Wow. Very nice. Another market with a vault. We got some really cool statues. You can see another good shot of the water. Can you go out on that? Nope. Won't let me. It's like safety first. Why are you jumping out on that? All right, so now we will continue and see the last little bit down here and see where it goes to southern Gondor here. Ah, so nice to have a good drink. Nothing better than playing LOTRO. Whoa, not that happening. Haha, playing LOTRO and having a nice drink with while you enjoy it. Nice tea or something. All right, and we're back. I forgot to turn off my internet virus protect thing. I think it's what got it. All right. We'll continue on the end of our little travel here. Going down the road. More beautiful forest over to the left. You can see over there, there's a tower. I believe that is... What are we looking at over there? We're looking at this right here at the end. Dolan Bered Rill and Doran Ernil. That's what we're seeing. So this is the other side going out of the neighborhood. We've pretty much done an entire review and tour of the Cape of Belfalas neighborhood. The premium is a premium neighborhood because you have to use these rights to get into this neighborhood. You can't just be necessarily free to play. You can be free to play. You could buy them and get a house here still. You could do that. But if you're a subscriber, you also get your premium home upkeep automatically paid for. Excuse me. I drank that and it gave me a hiccup. All right. So here is a horse to take you travel to Minas Tirith, which is kind of cool. Here's the other way to come in. Here's another cute little horse stable with some little horses. Oh, wow. I see why he's cleaning them up. This one's a little muddy. You got a little muddy in the rain there. Guess this guy's why he's cleaning them down. All right. Well, we're not going to ride all the way to the next area because that was our tour, my friends. I hope that you guys enjoyed that today. I definitely enjoyed that quite thoroughly. And I'm going to step on this little thing right here, and we will call it a day right here. So you guys have a wonderful day in Middle-earth, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me for this tour. If you did like it, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is not my main content, but I do enjoy doing these for you. They take a lot more of my time, so if you want to share it with people who might also like it, that means a lot. The subscribe button's there if I earned it. Next episode will be there in the top left for tours, and my main content's over there on the other side. And a quick little shout out and thank you to my wonderful Patreons. And that's Rataldo, that's the person I was talking about in the middle. Well, you guys have a wonderful day in Middle-earth, and I will see you all in the next episode of Voice of the Rings, and we will have so much more fun adventures together in the future. See ya.